Hello. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Wow, this card has come out and I want it to be seen. Let's leave it out right now and see what's happening. That is the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. Okay, so anyway, we are doing a reading for the love concept for you, Sagittarius. And what do I mean by love concept? I mean, it could be love of self, it could be love of family, it could be love of career, it could be a relational love, it could show someone's reflection towards you regarding love, anything that revolves around the energy of love, the love concept, okay? And we are reading it for the 7th of March to the 17th of March. Sagittarius, I will also be including the extended message in this, which would be the lower row here that I'll be doing. Okay. And yeah, oh yeah, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please consider further supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And Sagittarius, by becoming a Patreon member, you are also able to suggest readings for the channel. Also, I am offering personal readings at this time, and that information can also be seen in the description box below. Okay, so I'm going to put this a little bit like this to try to get fully in the frame if at all possible. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what's happening with you with your love concept. Angel spirits, guys, as I cooperate with the universe. Okay, so Sagittarius, what's coming through here, 7 of Swords. Some of you, and also just letting you know, don't try to make anything fit, Sagittarius. If it's not resonating for you, it's not resonating for you. Just as well as with certain signs, some parts like related to, like, for example, singles, and then certain parts related to what do you call it, partnerships and stuff like that. And some people, when they came through, there was no interest in love whatsoever, and then in some there was, and everything in between. So if something comes through and I'm saying something and it does not really resonate with your situation, you'll know. Please try not to force it, okay? I don't want you to give yourself unwanted stress on any particular dynamics, okay? Okay, so moving on. The 7 of Swords, what I'm sensing here, Sagittarius, is that you might be in a relationship structure, and I'm sensing for some of you it is romantic, and then some of you it could be business oriented, okay? Whatever the case is for you. But the relationship structure, whatever it is, you are starting to have your doubts. You're starting to have your doubts and mistrust. Whether that's something that the other person did or people did, or whether it's, I sense for some of you, being kind of abused on your working force, being taken advantage of, not being treated well, not getting what you deserve. And some of you are very much on the edge or in the current pursuit of leaving and searching for something better. So in the business side, I do really much sense that. And on the relational side, I sense that some of you are on the verge of just walking out, or some of you are just in a level of mistrust for your relational partner or partners. Perhaps there's some talking that needs to be happening. And since I'm feeling this, I'm also now getting the understanding I should pick this up, the Queen of Wands that goes with this. The reason why this feeling is coming upon you, Sagittarius, is because you further have evolved. Your vibration has further grown, whereby you have acknowledged further within yourself who you are. With the Queen of Wands, you see your potential in what you can bring to the table. You see where you want to go, and you see how you want to be treated, and you believe that you're putting out quality on every aspect and every level. You're putting your passion into something, whether that's passion into the relationship, being considerate of the other person, being considerate of your working environment as well, going above and beyond. In fact, I sense for some of you operating in capacities whereby it's not even in your letter of delegation, as it were, but yet you bend, you allow yourself to assist, even though you don't need to. Legitimately, you don't need to, and you've been doing it for a long time, and just coming to the point where you're being taken advantage of, and where you would like to move forward, it seems like you're not necessarily being considered reasonably and rationally. And I'm also sensing for some of you, there have been promises given, and these promises have not been kept, and that's on both ends. That's on the business side of things, and that's also in your relationship, Sagittarius. There have been things, because this type of mistrust, these type of things, it didn't just happen overnight. This has been building up, both in the relational construct for some of you, and also on the job for some of you. Okay, I sense also for a couple, like a handful of Sagittarius, I'm sensing you've also been rudely awakened by at least two individuals who you thought had your back, but when the time came for them to speak up on your behalf, or to defend you, or to help you, they were silent. They became ghost, as it were. And it's made for an uncomfortable environment in certain respects. Some of you are still in that little environment, and you're trying, all parties are trying to see how they can move forward. And it's just very difficult at this time for you, Sagittarius, when it comes to matters of love and trust. Let's see what the clarification is for the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. We have the Four of Wands and we have the Knight of Swords. And what I'm sensing here, with the Four of Wands, you had this vision, you had a certain peace, you had the expectancy of moving forward in this relationship, building this relationship. When it comes to some of you, I sense with the relational construct, you had visions of a family, you had visions of developing more with their family, you had visions of really fortifying a life for the long term with this person or people. And when it comes to even the work environment, you were really vesting yourself in there. You've pictured parties, Christmas events, really making history, really becoming a part of the bedrock of that company. And it's like they threw you kind of a 180, and you realize, you know what? I need to pivot quickly and assuredly, because you realize with the Knight of Swords, in certain capacities, you've had enough and you've wasted enough time. So when it comes to the relational aspects, I sense a lot of you are giving almost like an ultimatum. You're not just done yet, but you're giving like an ultimatum. It's like, if certain things don't change, like now, you're gone. But when it comes to the business aspect, I sense that a lot of you have already made that choice to leave, and you're already in search for something else. Because you want to be fulfilled, not only, in your love life, you want to be fulfilled in your working life, you want to be fulfilled in your personal life, your project life. Everybody wants to be happy, and that's general for everybody. You don't want to feel like you're suffering in your day-to-days. You want to be fulfilled. You don't want to feel like going to a place and it's zapping your strength away. That defeats the purpose of life. I mean, that's just torture. Oh my gosh, so I feel for you, Sagittarius. I really want the best for you. Let's see what else is going on in your love concept at this time. Yeah, look at that. Right now you are just in between worlds. You are really feeling out the situations. Two of Swords. Okay, you're using your intuition and your intelligence in these situations, both relational and in business. You were thrown through a loop for some of you, Sagittarius. It's like, and you've given so much time and effort, and it's like, okay, is there going to be a change? And I'm sensing for some of you, you yourself has brought forth a propositions in order to help the situation. The other person didn't even need to think too much. You thought, and you brought a proposal, and it almost seems like it was just ignored. It's very same take card. Yeah, look at that. What did I just say? The Eight of Wands. All this talking, Sagittarius, you did all this talking. Okay, over and over, and I sense you had definitely at least two main discussions. Okay, both in relationship for some of you, and in business for the next part of you, and some of you it could be both. Okay, but it seems like it just fell on deaf ears with the people. It's like they just continued grazing, doing the same thing as sheep, day in and day out. You've made it known. You've spoken enough, and right now you're just on edge. You're not exactly sure which way you're going to go, but you're going to use your intuition to help guide you. Clarification for the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, again, look at this. Two of Pentacles. See, as you're making this decision whether to give it another go or leave, you're also realizing that parts of you, practically speaking, are very much interwoven in this relationship or in this business. You understand? For some of you, when it comes to relationship matters, you may be sharing an apartment, a house, maybe kids, whatever the case may be. There are finances involved, maybe a business together, whatever the case may be. Okay, there are finances involved, and you realize that if you decide to fully leave, it will impact various things, and you have to understand how to juggle those decisions and the repercussions of it. And not to say that it's going to necessarily impact you in a negative way, it could be neutral, just as well as it could be impacting the other person or other people in somewhat of a negative way. And you have a heart for them, and you just, you don't want to cause unwanted suffering, and it hits your heartstrings, and you just really want the best if you decide to go that way for everybody involved, if at all possible. And when it comes to business dynamics, a lot of you invested a bit of your money, maybe in stocks and whatever have you. Maybe you've invested your reputation. You've spoken highly of this corporation or business or project or group or whatever it is you're involved in. Maybe you have varying years in a certain package deals that you were hoping to grow and build upon. And now the muddy waters of possibly getting a lawyer and having to go through certain things to be adjusted so that you can get out of that, and maybe some of you really want to leave, like in another practical way, you really want to leave like now, but you realize that, what, I'll wait till after the vacation part so I can get my vacation pay because it makes no sense leaving before then and then losing, whatever the case may be. You're tolerating certain things. Some of you are just ready to go. Okay, and also I sense some of you are just ready to go start your own new thing. I sense some of you already have certain things lined up. That's very good. I wish you the best in that, for real. You really don't want to be in a torturous life. No one wants that. So this is the clarification for the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. You've talked a lot. You're using your intuition to help you also make the practical aspects. A lot of intelligence, thinking, and thought about this, Sagittarius. So let's continue on and see what's going on with your love concept. Yeah, look at that. The Knight of Cups. So after you make whatever decision that you're being here, and I'm sensing now we're going into more of a climax part here, or the middle part of the climax, or a bit of the, how would I put it, like the almost like the fantasy of should you leave, or if you do it, or when the leave is complete. Okay, so that's what I feel like we're going into right now. Some of you, it's going into the actualness of it. Okay, but after the contemplation period and the discussion and everything, you'll be going forward with your life. I sense a lot of you will be very free, like gallop towards with your cup of love to offer to whoever else is coming on in your way, and you have optimism and faith towards it. I'm sensing it strongly. You're still open to love. That's a really beautiful thing. I sense for a lot of you, you've kind of suffered in a certain capacity, and even though you held love for the person or the situation or even the business or whatever the case may be for you, it's just that your heart was hurt for so long that you have since started certain healing process, because you started maneuvering your being out of the situation, whereby you would still open the entertainment of a new love affair should it show itself. However, you're not going to be fully focused on love moving forward should you leave the situation. Okay, you'll be more focused on renewing yourself and filling your own cup of love. However, I'm sensing, like I said, some of you are going to be open should love decide to come in again sooner than later. Okay, but primarily speaking, you are definitely, Sagittarius, going towards filling your cup because it's been so drained. You're going forward with your life, forward with your aspirations, forward with a new adventure, and feeling like a weight off your shoulders, not being responsible for things you shouldn't be responsible for one thing. Sagittarius. Okay, there's a breath of fresh air that you really desire, and you've done everything to try to help the situation here, and it's not necessarily working for the majority of you in a certain respect. You're hoping, and some of you, it will work out in a certain respect, some of you, but for the next part of you, you will have to make some hard decisions. Well, semi-hard. Some of you, it's not actually that much of a decision. Some of you have already made the decision and you're just moving through the motions or in a waiting like pattern to make the next step. The clarification for the Knight of Cups, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. The Devil. You want this gone. You'll be moving. That's what I'm sensing. You'll be moving far away from this conflicting energy, these lies, these deceits, these delusions. You're not wanting any part of that. And this is definitely this one is definitely speaking towards those people who are in the business dynamic, like going to that particular job that you really, really, really don't like. It feels like hell on earth. When you step through the door, you feel like you're dying. Okay, some of you, oh my goodness, I sense drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee. Yes, I'm talking to you. You drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee just to keep your energies, to help you through the day. And by the way, I don't know if that's healthy, but yeah. Okay, you're going past this. It's like you don't need this devil energy anymore. You're like up and gone. You need to fill your cup of love. Spirit said take a card. Yeah, oh my God, look at that. The Knight of Pentacles. When you get on your Knight of Cups to fulfill your cup and finally get that love, you'll finally start going into the realm of the Knight of Pentacles, Sagittarius. Slow and steady progress to your new life. Building something that stands the test of time, something that you can be secure and something that brings you fulfillment as time goes on and on. That's what you're looking after. You want something that fulfills you, both in love with a relationship that can work together, cooperate together, build something together. And you also want that in your business life, in your professional life. You want to know that you are proud of what you're working with, what you are building, or who you're working with. Okay, the entity that you're working with, you want to know that they have your back and you are faithful to have their back, and you know they're going to work together to bring the most wealth and security as time goes on. And you want something substantial, you want something, concrete. Okay, that's the whole point of it. Okay, and you're going away from this devil energy. That's just for a lot of you. You're basically done with that love issue. Let's continue on, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. The Page of Wands, moving to something new. There will be an offer. Some of you have already put out your resume and stuff like that. Something is coming through, I'm sensing. Okay, there's going to be a new offer for you. And some of you are leaving to start your own new thing, like I said. Okay? And it's going to be, I'm sensing, surreal. That's what's coming through. I sense for some of you, it's been a while since you even went on the job hunt, and it's just so kind of foreign to you, but at the same time kind of exciting. Okay, the Page of Wands is holding the Ace of Wands right there as it's the divine opening of doors, basically. Okay, there will be something brand new in the venture of things when it comes to business for you in whatever capacity that means to you. Okay, and when it comes to love, Spirit saying take a card. Okay, yeah. So the Death card is definitely saying, gone is that old life, okay? Your brand new life is starting. You won't even recognize your old way of being, okay? Which makes perfect sense because you're moving forward into a new work environment, okay? Moving forward into a whole new way of making a living, basically, okay? You won't recognize the torture that you've went through. It'll be a thing of the past, okay? But when it comes to love, I'm sensing something. I'm going to take the clarification card for the Page of Wands. Yeah, again, with another major arcana, I'm sensing a strong energy. The judgment. This is the time. This is the time for you to move forward in starting that new business. This is the time to start making your mark towards seeking a new employment. This is the time to really put your all into a new employment that you're already about to start in. Okay, this is the time when it comes to really garnering the direction in your life that you want to go. Especially, this is the time. Okay, with the judgment, because a lot of you have put certain things on hold for long enough. You need to start moving forward. Okay, but I'm sensing something in love. It's almost like I don't know. It's almost like there is a strong love affair that's on the horizon. I'm sensing for you, but it's not showing itself just yet. So I'm sensing that part of that feeling, that vibe that I'm feeling, is more so that you will be stabilizing yourself. That seems to be what the case is. Stabilizing yourself in the new process of your life dynamics. And this strength of love of what I'm feeling is going to come a bit later. Some of you may come just like that. Some of you may find this new love affair in this new working environment. I sense for some of you also in a hobby. Okay, but it's right now. I sense your focus while if the majority of you decide to move forward in these new brand new movements. Focus on you. Okay, definitely. Okay, focus on developing this new life of yours. Okay, away from the stress and the drama and whatever have you. And whilst you do that, oh my goodness, I'm sensing so much pulse. Whilst you do that, there's a gravitational effect that's going to happen and it will bring love your way. In certain cases, you and the relational interests and stuff like that may be in the same area, and y'all just might see each other and click. Okay, that's what I'm sensing. Let's continue on with your love concept, seeing what's happening. Yeah, again, here we are, the Ace of Wands, Sagittarius. I told you, the Page of Wands, he's carrying the Ace of Wands. So as some of you may be a bit timid in trepidation when it comes to the brand new starts and everything, once you get moving and that you really step out, okay, Spirit is saying it's really going to light your candle, as it were. You're going to be so gung-ho about this new path, and you're going to wonder why you took so long to make those prominent decisions in your life, Sagittarius. Why did you take so long to make the change? Okay, in business more so that I'm talking about. I'm also sensing in love, yes, but this one is definitely speaking more towards open doors of business and making a living, moving towards working in a capacity that really pulls out and nurtures your strengths and abilities, really lights that fire and passion in you. And I'm sensing even the love affair with some of you regarding seeing yourself further, very strong in who you are, the conviction of what you're looking for, having more of a passion for life as well. The universe is going to be helping you in opening those doors to fulfill you in every sense of the word. Clarification for the Ace of Wands. Yeah, look at that. The Page of Swords. So once you finish through this interpretation of certain, so this timidness, okay, and that fire comes in, suddenly your systematic mindset is going to be balanced with your passion, and you'll have critical thinking, critical sound mind to then start visualizing your future even further with this brand new start, this brand new way of being, this brand new project, this brand new business, this brand new entity you're working with, this freeing passion that you have from a relationship that did not technically deal with you or serve you as rightly as it should have. Okay, you will start making those systematic approaches and seeing more of a vision for your new future. Okay, I sense for some of you also, and when it goes without saying, it makes perfect sense, you come with a lot of talent, a lot of abilities as well. Okay, I sense some of it is not even tapped yet. Okay, you have a lot of potential, and you are also very flexible to be taught. That's good. That's for some of you, and you will be taught, and just continue the air of confidence. I sense a lot of you when you resonate with the passion in this new area, then you'll start becoming more confident, because you'll realize, you know what, I can actually do this. You know, Sagittarius, let's continue on with your love concept. Yeah, look at that. So this is what was coming through now. The Three of Wands. I'm not sensing this is talking about business. I'm sensing the Three of Wands is talking about love. So you have that air. See that powerful ship in the background? It's in the horizon. If you could see it, it's in the horizon. So it's a little bit far, okay, but you could see it. I sense you can feel it, okay? There is love coming, but it's not to shore yet. These are your ones that you're working on, okay? You're fine with it coming if it comes, but you're carrying on about your day, elevating yourself with your fine robes and your garments, learning more, becoming more as the time goes by, okay? I sense for a lot of you, you do sense there's something of love, relationally speaking, in the distance, okay? Something new, it is coming. That's what I'm sensing, and this is some reassurance for you. Just move into your new capacity of building your physical world, your practical self, and rebuilding more so who you are, and in every measure to be ready for that new love opportunity that is coming in, Sagittarius. Okay? I'm sensing it is going to be something new. I'm sensing it's something that a lot of you may have not encountered before, and you want to continue elevating yourself to be able to resonate, meet, and balance the new relationship that's coming in. Clarification for the Three of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Then the Four of Pentacles. So right now, I'm sensing, like I said, focus more so on your wealth, on your physical being, on your new practical dynamics of life, job, career, stuff like that, living, dwelling. Because remember, you went through a shift, okay, a change over here, okay, with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Some of you have left a relationship, some of you have left jobs, okay, and some of you have done both, okay, and clearly it's hit a toll when it comes to your finances and certain things like that in some cases, okay? And again, just to be clear, just to make sure that you are following the timeline of things, even though this is speaking for the 7th of March to the 17th, I'm sensing this is going to go a little bit beyond the 17th, okay? In the initial phases, between the 7th and the 17th, you may be over here, the contemplative part, okay? And some of you may be over here in the transitioning part, like you've made a decision to move and all that kind of stuff, and now you're on the job hunt, or you're getting the lawyer to get certain things together, or whatever the case may be, okay? But when it comes to the starting of the new phases of those things and everything, I'm sensing that may come like a couple weeks or so later, okay? The vibe of it, the movement of it, okay? Steady as it goes. And of course, that's varied depending with what your situation is, where you vibe in, okay? Give me 1 second, my dog is snoring. Night, please wake up. Thank you, love you. Okay, so that being said, the clarification for the Three of Wands, like I said, you're just continuing to develop yourself. Yeah, because you need to fortify your pentacles. You need to fortify your living dwelling. You need to fortify the practical aspects of yourself. If love comes in and you're not able to receive or support it, then it's just gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? So just focus on fortifying your pentacles, okay? Four of Pentacles. Fortify your practical aspects of living. Let's continue on. Yeah, strength. So what I'm sensing here with the Strength card, Sagittarius, a lot of you are going to go out and have some fun. When you get the stability in, you feel love is coming, yeah, and you're now making this new life for yourself in certain respects. It's coming towards a really beautiful sense of being free. I'm drawn to the seagull, like just really being free and uplifted, the burden off of you, and building this new life, and just really happy about the opportunity, okay? But I'm also sensing that to after that, you're gonna have some fun. You're gonna get out some more. You're gonna possibly meet some new people and stuff like that, just mingle and all that kind of stuff. And you're gonna have the strength. The strength what was coming through is saying that this whole situation has made you wiser, Sagittarius, whereby you're gonna be a bit more slow if love comes in your place. You're gonna be a bit more slow when it comes to business and work. You're not going to put your all per se in certain respects unreasonably or irrationally, or without certain evidence to back certain things up to show that it really does deserve you. You understand that it really does appreciate your quality. You're going to take things a little bit more slow. Spirit's saying take a card. Yeah, look at that. The Six of Cups. You want it, when love comes in and all that kind of stuff, and if this new job placement and stuff like that, even though you will have the passion for it and everything, you want to reserve yourself, okay, to not fully vest your all just yet. You are looking for a certain feeling, a nostalgic feeling of happiness, a certain vibe. And either love or business, it has to come with that, it has to grow into that. And you're going to allow a certain pace to be made. Okay? You're just going to slow things down. You're going to have to strengthen the patience yourself to do that. Okay, you're just being cautious. You're gonna go out and have party and mingle and all that. It's all well and good, but you're not going to allow someone per se or an institution per se to sweep you off your feet. You know, because in business sometimes people come around and say, "Oh, you're doing a great job," blah 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 blah. You know, and you're inviting you out to the company party or something like that, and there's a lot of things said and stuff like that. But you know, you're gonna be cautious and not just agree to just anything just because of the good time and stuff like that. You know, you're not going to overextend yourself. That's what you just came out of a business. You know what I mean? And in some cases, when it comes to relational aspects, people are going to come in and like say, "Hey, you're looking good, and you want to go on a date and all this kind of stuff is all great." And then they may want to go a bit more faster, which caused a certain thing where you overlooked certain things, Sagittarius, and you're just not doing that no more. Okay, you're just going to be a bit more cautious, a bit more slow. You're going to control the beast, as it were. Okay, you're going to control those passions. You're going to take a steady pace and really, really feel out the situation with the Six of Cups. This is really going to be in your best interest. This is really going to make you happy. You're being more wise, more cautious, and I think that's a great thing. Clarification for the Strength and the Six of Cups. Yeah, look at that. This wiser stance, the Ace of Pentacles, is really bringing in more fulfillment. This is how you really manifest and preserve and grow your security in yourself as well in the practical world. Building your wealth steadily. What is worth your quality? What type of quality are you building? You know, the essence of who you are. Will this withstand the test of time? Yes, it will. Okay? The universe is bringing you a huge abundance coming your way, and it's saying that you are capable of cultivating this abundance. Okay? Your mindset is being changed, Sagittarius. You're going to a higher elevation. You can handle the wealth. You can handle the prosperity. You can handle the elevated connections in your life. You can handle all the good things that's coming through. And you're not going to allow anybody to abuse you, use you, or steal things away from you. Okay? You know your worth, and the universe is meeting you at that worth and going beyond it. Okay? You're going to be overtaken day by day as time goes by. Especially, you will see your patience being rewarded. You will see the pace that you're setting, that slow momentum, that build up, be rewarded. Okay, Sagittarius, is a wonderful, beautiful thing. I love it. I love it for you. This gives me a whole vibe of Sagittarius, you coming out of a relational constructs and whatever it means for you, and further moving into the abundance that was being set up and built for you. Okay, Sagittarius, I really do hope that whatever happens here, if it works out with the situation, some of you will try to work things out, and if you do get to that successful understanding, that's great, and you will still be moving forward in this positive dynamic, okay? Because this positive dynamic, this is assured, okay? Over here, this is happening, okay? New dynamic. So it's almost like if you have to speak to the job understanding and let them know where you stand and stuff like that, then certain promotions and everything will build, and you'll move forward, and you'll be more cautious as things go on. But of course, if certain things doesn't happen, then you'll just go your own way. Same thing with the relationship structure. You're not going to have the nonsense anymore, and if they do decide to work with you and come to a certain place, then again you'll move forward with renewed passion, renewed faith, renewed thought process, and going forward with a better understanding of the relationship. You understand? So the goodness is still happening, okay, Sagittarius, but it's the conflicted nature over here that needs to be resolved in whatever capacity that is. Okay, Spirit is saying I don't need to pull an angel message for you for this. Okay, so Sagittarius, I really do hope that this has helped you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And also remember that I am offering personal readings at this time, and the information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. This is beautiful. Bye.